What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel, and thank you so much for stopping by. Today we're going to be doing makeup and hair. Ooh, so fun. So let's jump on in. I'm just using an eyebrow brush to brush my eyebrow hairs in place. And then I'm going back in with my Wet n Wild Simma Brown Now eyeliner. Now that is a go-to. You'll see it in other videos, but it is an inexpensive eyeliner. I think I paid maybe $1 something for it. So it works for me. Just any dark brown pencil would work. But that's my go-to if you're wondering. And then I go back with that eyebrow brush and in upward motions fill in my brows. So I'm using the product that I outlined the brow with the brush. I brush it into place, if that makes sense, versus going over the actual hairs with the eyeliner. And this kind of ensures that it's not too dark. Now, this is the NYX Above and Beyond Full Coverage Concealer in the color CJ07 Tan Bronze. And I'm using that to outline my eyebrows. I think it retails for about $6 to $9. I'm not really sure, but it lasts a long time. For that price, it does last a long time. I've had this one for a minute. Maybe that's just because I use it only for my eyebrows and my lids. But I would say it's a nice concealer to try. It is very creamy. I don't know if I would use it under my eyes, actually. I like it more so just for my eyebrows. Okay, moving on. This is the concealer that I'm going to be using for my lids today. It is Wet n Wild's Incognito in the color Fair Beige. And I like to use a lighter concealer than I typically use for like my face and my eyebrows. I like to use a lighter one when I'm going to do a bold eyeshadow to really ensure that that eyeshadow pops, that it really shows up. And while that's drying, I am going to put on my Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink lipstick in the color 525 Vixen. And it has really become a go-to for me. I love that liquid matte lipstick. It is on the somewhat pricier side if you're shopping on a budget like I usually am. You know, I buy high end, but then I like to buy, my drugstore makeup too. But I said all of that to say it is a good investment if you're looking for a liquid to matte lipstick. Anyways, moving back to those eyelids, now that they're a little tacky, a little dry, I'm just using my finger to blend them down. Just blend it in. Now, before I go in with my color, I did use the Fenty Beauty Mocha Mami number 8 bronzer. It is bronzer, like I said, but I like to use it on my lids as well because I really like that brown. So this is an everyday eyeshadow / bronzer for me. Very nice. A little on the pricier side, like most of her makeup is, but a good investment if you want to, you know, if you want some good makeup. Now I'm going back in with the Makeup Revolution London palette. Birds of Paradise is what it's called. And the pink that I am using is called Vacay. Very vibrant. This palette is really nice. Again, I've had it for a while, but the colors are very pigmented. And you can see the colors in the palette. They have glitter in there, glitter eyeshadow and blues, different shades of blue, yellow, orange. It's really nice. Moving on to my foundation. This is the Black Opal True Color Foundation in the number, not the number, it's called Beautiful Bronze. And then jumping right into my concealer. Now this concealer is the LA Girl Pro Concealer. And I'm just taking my finger and blending it out. I'm only going to put it under my eyes today. But just a dab, dab, dab. I like to dab it into place versus smearing it, if that makes sense. Going back in with that Fenty Beauty bronzer and warming up the face. But I love to do my makeup. I have always loved playing in makeup and just the glitz, the glam of it all. It's fun. It really is. And I know some people say, oh, makeupless, no makeup is better. And that's your preference. That's all good and gravy. But you're just enhancing the beauty that's already there, in my opinion. That's all makeup is enhancing or putting a cherry on top of what is already there. So not to say I don't love my face naturally. I just love makeup. Anywho, now this lipstick that I put in the middle is just a matte lipstick that I found at the beauty supply store. Then I topped it with some gloss. And let's see, what am I doing next? I'm doing my eyelashes. I kind of skipped this part right here because it is a process, but yeah. Going back in with the Fenty Beauty Diamond Bomb, and it's in the color Cognac Candy. Just to highlight the face. But ooh, girl, we are moving on to the wig. What am I talking about? I did review this hair. It is Outre Color Bomb hair. 42 inches, honey. 42 inches. But definitely go and check out that video. I'm not going to say too much up here, but if you really want to know my thoughts on the wig, yeah, see that whole process before you go out and buy her, I would suggest watching that review. Now I'm just putting on my hat. I got this hat from Shein, and my fire shirt that I have on today. This Dennis Rodman shirt is from Spencer's. I love a graphic tee. I love a graphic tee and I love a hat. So that is pretty much it. This is me just posing and, loving on myself, feeling pretty. But know that you are special. Know that you are loved. You are one of a kind, brilliant, fantastic, amazing. Love on yourself, like yourself. And I will talk to you beautiful, 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 beautiful next time. Thank you so much for watching. All right. Bye.